Так, блядь, я вот сохраняюсь F5 и сохраню сейчас еще раз. Все, я вооружен.
Captain, I really need some...
You know how
Whatever we find isn't gonna bother. The more I learn about it, the more complicated it gets.
All right. Hope you're right, Zachariah. We'll dig into the archives, but it'll take some time.
Tomorrow it is. Thank you.
Hey there, new blood. What can I... Hello there. Ready for a fight? A challenge? Good luck, team. Gather round, gamblers. That a boy! Damn! Good luck! And now, my dear audience, you're in for a treat. I can feel it. The end. Electric! All sets are in! That a boy! Good luck! Oh, my audience, are you ready? Fishes! Trials! All back!
fantastic! The new champion of Mars! You sure damned earned it. And your reward, of course.
Thanks. Captain, good to see you. So what did you learn?
Strange things. Scott Seeker was, apparently, much more respected back in the day. He even managed to convince the army at one point that he could heal and trigger mutation. The idea of triggering mutations apparently really got some interest, and the army launched a new division and put him in charge. Even brought him a few mutants to run tests on, one of which was his son. Obviously never went anywhere. Nobody got healed. The program was shut down and the mutants, including his son, were terminated. So sad. Almost makes you want to look at the old man differently.
Yeah, sure does. Thank you, Captain.
Zach, I know I'm a lot to deal with. I got a shit-poor temper and I talk like a sewer, but I gotta say, no one's ever done anything for me. And you've gone out of your way to... I just never met a guy like you. Shit. It sucks being on the road with no privacy. If we did, it'd make you shoot more than a little electricity. That too forward? I'm no lady, Zach, but if you ever want to meet up without the others around...
Maybe not like a lady I've ever known, but I like you how you are. Sure. Next time we get a break, let's do it.
I'll pay a little visit to your room, then. Oh, the things I'm gonna do to you.
А вот это уже интересненько. Ради этого стоило выполнить этот квестик. Да-да.
Here we come.
Someone sounds excited.
Well, duh, the landscape's drop-dead gorgeous. As for the city, integrating with the valley's natural overhangs and alcoves to avoid using a metal dome, pure genius. Makes me worry about getting fried. And we'll always be strangers there.
For now, most mutants don't have an innate hatred for humans. We just need to give them time to heal.
Still, we'll never be able to walk a mile in their shoes. And for that, we'll always be outsiders. I ain't mad though. If I were them, it'd be my personal mission to fuck up every single humanoid who said good day to me.
Right now, we must focus on uniting our nation. I understand you find it difficult to feel at home, but know that you are a friend, and that as long as I live here, you will be welcome. And when our people are finally free, I know many of my brothers and sisters will welcome you too.
Don't stress out about the roof. You won't be instantly mutated. I have heard tales. But yeah, what a beautiful place. Natural, organic, how refreshing. Humans should take notes.
This city makes me sad.
You're not gonna cry, are ya? I just had these seats cleaned.
I mean, I think I would have liked to, know before of its existence. It's all right. Sad is too grandiose. Wistful? Yes, wistful. By Jove, I've done it.
Praise to the Shadow. You are here. I was getting worried about you.
What's going on, scum?
Kane is moving to take power. He came with dozens of followers, killed many who stood in his way, threatened to do the same to countless more. As for you and I, Phobos, I promise that he has already planned our deaths.
Zachariah, it is not my life I worry for. He will kill any and all who stand against him. He will wipe out human cities, destroying those with little more than sticks and rocks to defend themselves. Blood will drench this planet.
And I'm sure all our names are probably topping the list. And we better make a move before it's too late.
Look around, please, but don't break nothing. Many fragile things.
I'm just looking for information.
Oh, well, all I have is goods to offer.
Goodbye, then.
Of course. Come back. Look around.
I'm just looking for
Oh, well, all I have is goods to offer.
Ah, now you look like a promising client. If you have serum, you have promise, and I have all sorts of art.
One of my ostriches is limping. I think she's hurt. Have you tried applying a lichen bandage? I've heard it works one way. seem they have blocked the doors to stop potential disruptions to the bloodbath they have prepared. I know of another way in, though. Follow me.
Some people just want to revel in violence. They don't care who gets thrown into the carnage as long as they get their fill. Your brothers will pay for this, Phobos. We'll stop them.
I know.
Look what we have here. The fool who believed he was a more worthy chief than me. It is now my way or no way. Follow me, or follow death.
Well, you'll never change, Cain. Is your only path the one stained with blood, paved with hate? The same hate destroying your own people. Look around. This valley was once filled with peace, but is now filled with gravestones. You cannot continue to lead our people down this road.
You have gone too far, Cain. Fight someone your own size.
Do not kill him. Even if his heart pumps with pure hatred, spilling it makes us no better than he. It ensures more blood will follow. Please, be better than he is.
Scum. If I were as good as you, I would not be me. And that is all I can be. One cannot continue to trim a weed that will not stop growing and spreading its seeds. One must rip it out by the roots. He will start wars among us, or between us. He cannot live another breath.
Someone needs to step up and lead the mutants, Phobos. And honestly, you make a great chief. Especially since they'd need someone to lead them in whatever battles lie ahead for them.
It is not a role I wish to fill.
Yeah, but there's no better leader than the one who isn't seeking power. Your people need you now.
Scum would be even better. Plus, if I ran for office, how could I travel around this planet with all of you?
Zachariah, you are living proof that our people can live in harmony. You have helped us enormously, but
we must present a chief to the Assembly.
The time for speaking, I am afraid, is dwindling. If our internal quarrels give rise to conflict with it, we must walk as one race.
Then it should be you. There is no mutant who lacks respect for you. And unlike Cain, your leadership will not...
As a strategist, though, you are greatly respected as well.
Ну, как бы... Вообще лучше Фобоса во главе мутантов сделать. Но я потеряю тогда компаньона. Я так читал, что там ничего особо не поменяется в этом плане. Шлак будет ему помогать. Ой, блин, ладно, придется прощаться с ним. Давайте, народ. Буду я бегать, значит, с нишей. Да.
I'm not one of you, but I've traveled with you, Phobos. I've seen what you bring. You could be the chief they need. Now. At least think about it.
And I believe you would fill such a role much better than I. I have wisdom, yes, but yours comes with the rigors of youth, which I lost some time ago.
If both of you, in your hearts, truly believe it is best for us all, then, yes, I will run and see then what the people have to say. Zack, thank you for your support. I will always be here to lend you aid whenever you should need it, and I pray that you will find peace.
Thank you, Phobos. I wish you the same. And a little luck for both of us.
Friends, brothers, most know me. I am Phobos. I was one of the first seeds of our nation. I lead the fight for the deliverance of our race. Together, we fled from the corporations. We built our homes in this valley and forged it into our promised land. But our fight is not over. Freedom must be spread across Mars. Come, fight with me. Let us end this oppression and free all of our brothers who remain in chains. Only then can they experience the same peace and happiness that we have made for ourselves. Zachariah, we must talk.
About what?
This is your safe house. The ASC could not reach you here, correct?
That's the hope.
But consider this. Even if Victor could not reach you here, how many times has he tried to impede you, to track you? You've already had to escape from his grasp twice. Perhaps the time has come to be less passive, to gather your allies and take the offensive for once. Word of the power he accumulates in the People's Assembly of Abundance is terrifying. I speak not of violence, but perhaps of some other way to bring him down. With all that you have done for so many, I am certain many would be more than willing to come to your aid, and even more invigorated when that aid will bring such a tyrant to his knees. You have our support, the Technomancers, and any others you can gather. And from the great heights to which he has climbed, the fall will be tremendous. He will not recover.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it is time to take the offensive.
Phobos isn't necessarily wrong, but just the help brought by the Technomancers and mutants isn't going to be enough. We need people able to really influence Ophir's policy, too. Like Dandolo, maybe. He loves playing games like that. Or, you know, you still have your contacts in the military, don't you? Maybe they'd help one of their own ex-officers who was wrongly accused.
Hi.
Zachariah,
I heard you escaped. How'd you do it?
through a very sad and beautiful story. Sad because of the lives such success cost. Beautiful for the outcome it created. You factories of pain and sadness. Mutants are harassed by fellow inmates and guards alike. Beaten, mistreated, forced to work. Many died from exhaustion or untreated wounds. One day, one of my people had fallen from exhaustion. I tried to stop a guard from hitting him. Understand, I am not violent, but their violence had to stop, so I struck the guard, and after that, events escalated. Rioting soon had become the only solution. We never had the thought of running away, only the need to show we would not live in those conditions anymore. A man, another prisoner, gave us aid.
You remember his name?
Yes, Roy Temperance. He had a boy. Innocence, I believe. They gave us tools to defend ourselves. But the key to our escape came with the death of the camp's administrator.
A soldier?
A Technomancer, placed there by his superiors for disobeying orders, from what I understood. No one dared look him in the eyes. His name was, if I recall correctly, Sean Mancer. Did you know him?
Yeah, I knew Sean. He was my master. He was growing tired of the path Abundance was taking, and he probably said it one too many times, to one too many people.
I am sorry, Zachariah. Even if his death made way for our escape, I can feel your pain.
I'm looking for work. You need help with anything?
Our nation is just beginning. There is enough work for 1 billion men. For example, an old, worn-down pump at one of our artesian wells has stopped working. And where it is, a creature lurks, terrifying our workers, keeping... If you could, get rid of the creature and make the repairs. You may need a good mechanic, unless you're able to repair it on your own.
Let me see what I can do. Tell me what you know about Phobos.
We are not too well acquainted as I am new to here, but what I can say is that he is incredible, courageous, and intelligent. A large reason the valley has but he freed many dozens of us, forged trade agreements for us with Noctis, kept us informed of the news from Abundance. Unlike many, never once has he let himself be blinded with hate for humans. When he speaks, mutants listen. He has seeded our young nation, and for that, he has my eternal respect.
What do you know about Cain?
Our murderous brother, ragefully violent, greedy for power, hungry for revenge, chose his name from the legendary assassin of the settlers, a hero whose legend he hopes to live up to. His only drive is to eradicate humankind, and his hate has become contagious, gathering followers who feel the need for revenge deep within their hearts. It is not that they are wrong, for all the hurt they have suffered. It is just that, for a hopeful future, they are not right.
What do you know about Seth?
Little. A companion of Phobos at one time, and together they helped found the valley before they grew apart. Seth was drawn by Cain's hateful rhetoric and sucked into his bitterness.
Can you tell me about Deimos?
He chose his freedom name when Phobos did. Not bright, but dedicated with a loyal, caring heart. He was very involved in the development of our valley, and as far as I know, committed to Phobos' cause.
Where are you from?
The mines that would become Camp 19 during the war. I was born a slave, the last in a long line of mutants. The first, I am told, to have committed the treachery that cost him their face and soul.
Tell me you don't believe that bullshit.
The beliefs one are raised in are hard to shake, no matter how hard one tries. Since I have been here, talked to Phobos and others, it has become a story that seems less than likely. If you wish to know of the mines from which I came, there is little I can tell. They dug for water and ore. It was harsh, isolated. Then it became a camp and it changed, and became hell.
You crossed the desert to get here, didn't you? How'd that go?
It is a desert now, only by name. Our planet is changing, growing, with or without its inhabitants. The lichen has been spreading, and at night, the dunes come alive with life. Dangerous, yes, but it is telling how your kind have turned this planet into a large rock with just a few cities. You dream of leaving it, and that is good for you. But for my kind, there is no hope of acceptance back on the blue marble. This is our home, from now into eternity. And with that, it is with great joy that I witness our planet open itself up to life.
Greetings, Zachariah. It is good to see you again. How have you been getting on since I left?
I've been doing pretty good.
Is there something I can do for you?
What's the Mutant Nation?
It is a little overblown, but I was one of its founders, among many others. Of course, other mutants were a small community. A few of us decided, as for me, and our nation soon began to...
Who is Scum?
As far as I know, he was a that up he there is no...
Greetings, Zachariah. Greetings, Zachariah.
I think it's time I answered Victor's constant attacks. I'm gonna need...
That's what family is for, Zachariah. We are family, united by the mutual suffering inflicted by Victor. His time to pay for all he's done.
Hey. Hey back. Hey.
Hello. How are you?
Someone told me about you, so I wanted to come say thanks. Your instructions helped me save my friend.
I'm just happy you got there in time. We would have helped ourselves, but feared letting humans know free mutants roam around.
Don't blame you. You see what led to all of that? By the time I got there, they tortured my friend, and the Technomancer in charge was leaving.
Found himself surrounded by the Technomancer and his soldiers, who wanted to know where they could find a man named Zachariah. You, I suppose.
What did he tell him?
Not the answer you were scared he gave. He said nothing of your location. Instead, he told this other Technomancer that he knew who he was, but it did not seem to matter. The question was asked again.
This time your friend screamed back that he knew who he was, and that they must listen to him. That is when they began to beat him, and he began to scream for mercy. Mercy that would not come, even as he screamed that he could do something for them. The violence only grew. That is when we ran to warn Dandolo. What he was offering to do for them, I do not know. He never said. But it did not matter anyway. All they wanted to know was where you were. Nothing else to them mattered. The torture lasted for hours. Your friend may be not all there, but his loyalty cannot be doubted.
Thanks. And thank you for going to Dandolo.
Of course.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Scott, thanks for coming. Please have a seat. I'm just trying to understand something.
Ah, a scientific query. Let us engage.
No, not quite. I just wanted to understand what you were doing with Alan under that shadow path. A couple mutants saw you and said you told Alan that you knew what he was, and that you could do... Of course the jackass didn't give a damn. All he wanted to know was where we were. But what the hell were you trying to do, Scott?
Do? I wasn't doing. I was doing something, but not what... There are opportunities in life. He might have become an ally, a great Technomancer. Even if you're not friends, he could... I was... a mistake.
Scott, how long have we known each other? How much do I owe you? You're like a father to me.
Listen, you must listen and understand and see. It is only...
I don't know what the hell you...
Fuck. Ah. Походу без стопроцентной теперь гарантии ни хрена никто не соглашается.
Hey,
hello.
Someone... No, what did he tell...
Not that what?
Hey.
Of course.